We're talking luxury watches on today's Afluencer Podcast. I've got Vince DiCarolis, founder Vince of Yunik Watches.
No, I'm not the founder, but I'm
the founder. Okay, what's the title, Vince?
Director of the U.S. affiliate.
Okay, great. Director of the U.S. affiliate. Vince with us, looking for sophisticated style, fashion-focused influencers. Beautiful watch pieces. We're going to talk about this in a moment. But first, Vince, we're going to talk about your background because as you can see, I need some info about your background. So tell me about what you were up to before you came to Yunik Watches.
Well, basically, Brett, I had a business-to-business advertising agency in Silicon Valley for 23 years. So that's basically my background. But my family has always been involved in art. My daughter is the chairman of the art department of a school in Manhattan. My son-in-law is an artist. So the advertising agency, obviously, we did a lot of artwork. So basically, we kind of the family is focused on art, design, and that's really not how we came to this. Would you like to know how we came to this?
I would, yeah. So I've got in my notes here, I got to ask you between the connection between Venice, Switzerland, the making of this very unique timepiece. Is this where we're heading?
Yeah, let me start there.
Yeah,
it's really an amazing story. Obviously, the making of Murano glass is something that started 700 years ago, right? And still a secret today, somewhat, right? Still a secret today. Really a time-honored process. Well, many years ago, a woman, her name is Luciano Muzio Talafumiere, right? Developed the process of taking Murano glass, milling it down, making beautiful pieces, and assembling it with a Swiss movement, which is obviously the best in the world. And you've got 500 years of history there in the Swiss movement. Well, Luciana passed away in 2014, and her estate sold the company that she started to a gentleman who obtained patents, international patents for her process, working relationships with the artisans on Murano, and formed a company to sell these Yunik watches. Now, what he did is he came to my cousin, right? So this is where the family comes in, right? And in Italy, right? And he took over running the company. He manages the entire company, and he came to me, as I've known him all his life, of course, and said, "Hey, would you help introduce to the U.S.?" So, we both come from a small village in Italy, and now the family is running this business, and now we're just trying to introduce them to the U.S. And basically, the process, which is started by Luciana many years ago, it creates a stunningly beautiful product. And the product itself is totally unique from any watch you would see out there, all right? Any watch. And the thing is that each watch is different. No two watches are the same. The colors and the millefiore may be similar, but the way the glass flows makes each watch that you purchase different from the next one. Does that help give you a little bit of background?
Yeah, very cool. So how do you come up with the ideas then for these new models? You gotta, if each watch is literally unique. I'm from the world where we make a product once and that's it. When I hear a feature request, and either we do it for everyone or we don't. So the product is always the same, right? The platform that you use, right? It's a product of one. So the idea of multiple, in our world, code bases, as you know from your tech background, right, is the kind of gives it the chills, right, to a tech person. But you've got this product development challenge where they're all unique. So how does that work?
Yeah, it does give the chills to a tech person. It really does. Well, basically, it's in the way the product is made. And so the way the product is made is it's a time-honored technique that folds colors of glass, stretches them out into a cane, and these canes are cut, right? And then they're put in a pattern based on the colors that you choose. They're put in a pattern, and again, it's fired again, and the pattern melts into what's called a murine. And the murine is taken and then milled into a watch face, milled and polished into a watch face, and then brought to Switzerland, where the movement is added to the front and the back. So when I say that's a little bit different is that you choose the colors that you're going to. So I want to choose because Barbie is in right now or Taylor Swift. And so I want to choose colors that are pink. So I choose a beautiful pink shaded Millefiore and I slice the canes and I make them into the watch face. But the last process of melting those Millefiore has them flow a bit. So the colors will be the same, but they'll be positioned differently on each watch face. So does that make sense to you?
It does. It does. It's got me thinking then holiday season here. Who am I buying one of these watches for? It's obviously it sounds like a great gift for women, but for my dad or something of this.
Well, honestly, it's going to appeal more to women. 70%, I'm going to say, but there are designs that are fantastic for men as well. I mean, I'm wearing one. I don't know. Can you see it?
Yeah. Hold it right up there. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
Nice. And awesome. It fits with what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
The cool thing is it makes a statement. And you wear one of these and people ask you, they say, well, where'd you get that? Or what's that? And then you can launch into a story with 700 years of history. It's different. It's made from Murano glass from Italy, right? And it's a kind of Swiss movement. So it starts a story. I mean, I was talking to my friend from Italy yesterday, and he goes, "What are you wearing?" And I go, "Well, pretty nice." And he goes, "Wow, what is that?" And I go, "Well, that's a watch." And so basically it enables anybody to make a statement that is saying that you are really unique and different and tells a story. So many of the faces men will wear, such as this one, which I would certainly wear and most of my friends would wear. But most of the faces, honestly, would appeal more to women or have appealed more towards women. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, very interesting. So where do you see the future, I guess, if we look big picture here, future of the watch industry? You've got beautiful custom pieces with awesome history, stories like yours. We've got watches with all sorts of electronics and sensors and medical devices almost embedded in there, different, obviously, products. Where do you see everything heading in terms of watchwear?
Well, the watch industry is really amazing. It's well over 24 billion in worldwide sales, right? And anticipated in the next 5 to 10 years to grow 3 to 4%. And the industry is made up of all kinds of sole proprietors, large companies, conglomerates, right? And then, of course, you have your Apple Watch, okay? And the difference in this particular watch, so to answer that question, yes, the watch industry is anticipated to grow. But as far as these watches go, they make such a statement when you wear them that it is really different from everything you see out there. Everything you see normally, or they're beautiful, quite beautiful, or they're quite intricate. They're really quite intricate. And they're quite expensive. Obviously, you can buy them for millions of dollars, deservedly so in many cases, because the movements are just amazing. But these are something that really celebrates something that is unique and different. The history of taking something from Italy and combining it with something from Switzerland and offering it at a price point that is lower than many of the watches that actually carry a Swiss movement.
Very cool, and hence a very attractive opportunity for influencers. We'll get to who you're looking for in a moment. I'm curious, with your B2B background, did you leverage influencer marketing, creator marketing in your B2B company?
No, no, not at all. So this is a new venture for us.
Yeah, very cool. New venture here. How do you see it going forward in terms of what types of influencers are we looking for here for Yunik watches?
Well, we're really looking for that influencer who understands and really appreciates what I've been talking about. That appreciates the fact that it's different. That it's more than just a watch. It's emotional. It's a fashion statement. And they understand that it's also a luxury brand. Now, not the top of luxury brands, of course, but it is luxury too. So that's the type of influence we're looking for with, with followers that also understand that or can have a real emotional tie to something as beautiful as this.
Yeah, and I thought you said it well as we were hopping on the call here in terms of it's a unique product, and really we're looking for maybe a few unique influencers, right? We're not looking to hire the world here. We're not looking for an Amazon Associates level affiliate program. It's a very unique product, and with that, hopefully a select few influencers,
a select few
good partners for you.
For a select few, right?
That is great. Very great. Well, thank you, Vince, for joining us. We will have the link to your collab here next to the video, the podcast, all the channels here, so our influencers can click to apply. Where else can people find you, follow you, connect with Yunik Watches online?
Well, we have an Instagram and, of course, a Facebook presence right now. We haven't taken it any farther than that yet, but they can connect with us there as well.
Great. And what's the handle on Instagram here? Yunik Watches USA, at Yunik Watches USA. All right, there we go. Let's give Vince a follow and his company and beautiful watches. Yeah, those are some nice pieces on your Instagram feed here. Yeah, so we've got at Yunik Watches USA to follow here on Instagram.
You got it.
Yeah. All right, great. Thanks again, Vince. Great chatting with you.
Thank you, Brett.